I just want to say before we start the interview, I am Team Drago.
You can't say that, dude. You can't say that. No.
I'm Team Drago. I just said it.
Okay, so what got you interested in Beyblade in the first place?
This might be a bit long, so I'm sorry if the video drags out. If you guys have ever seen my channel, I am a very good rambler. I can talk about nonsense for hours, so that's what I'm gonna do. So it started in middle school. I was eavesdropping on someone else because I didn't have friends of my own, and they were talking to each other, and one guy said something about Beyblades, like, oh, do you remember that time I got you Beyblades for your birthday in like elementary school? And I remember hearing that and thinking like, wow, yeah, what happened to Beyblades? So I go home that day, I think I was like in 7th grade, 6th grade, something like that, and I type on the internet, I'm like, Beyblade 2000, I think it was like 16 or 17, Beyblade 2016. And I find out that in Japan, they made a whole new series of Beyblades that flippin' explode. And I thought that was so cool at the time. So, the first thing I did, I didn't really have that much money. I was a middle schooler, but the money I could get, I spent it on one Beyblade. I did so much research. My first Beyblade was Wyvern, single-layer Wyvern arm defense. I got it because it came with a string launcher, and according to my research, string launchers were far superior than like the ripcord launchers. I found out that really wasn't, maybe it was the case for Burst, but I honestly preferred the ripcord launcher until we got the LR launcher, probably because when I first got my Wyvern Beyblade, my launcher broke after 2 launches. I remember I had one Beyblade, a launcher, no stadium. I had Beyblades as a child, obviously during like the Metal Fight fad, but I didn't keep them. I gave them away because I was like, they're children's toys. I don't want them anymore. So I had my one Wyvern Beyblade that could explode a broken launcher. So what I did, because I was so like fascinated by the new Beyblades, is I would just spin it with my hand. I would just hand spin Wyvern, and then I would just chuck stuff at it to try to make it explode because I didn't really understand the locking mechanism. But I don't even remember what the original question was. That's the story of how I got into Beyblade Burst.
What is one of your favorite blading experiences?
Oh, favorite blading experiences.
I think I might know, but I'm not sure.
Okay. I guess before I say what I think my favorite blading experience is, I kind of want to see what you think the answer is. So you tell me, what do you think my favorite blading experience is?
I was thinking maybe the Beytuber meetups.
Oh, I hate all the Beytubers.
Oh yeah, me too, for sure. Yeah. Except us, right?
No.
Right?
I'm joking. Okay, no. Okay, so like the Beytuber brawl, that was interesting. It was nice seeing a bunch of fans, but I will say that probably was not my favorite blading experience. If you were actually at the Beytuber brawl, I'm sure some people watching this were. It was very poorly run. We were in like the tiniest space. It was like literally everyone were like sardines in this one room trying to Beyblade battle, and it was hot and it was really uncomfortable, and it's kind of funny because like you see all like the Beytubers, and I remember going up to Zanky and I was talking to him and he wouldn't talk back to me for a little bit. So it's like it's interesting to see like Beytubers in real life is what I'm trying to say. Like it's really like kind of bizarre because you only see them through the screen, and then you see them in real life and you're like, wow, you're a person. Oh my god, Zanky, you have a hand.
2 hands even.
I know it. He really surpassed my expectations and feet. But yeah, that probably was not my favorite blading experience just because it was so poorly managed. I mean, to be fair, there were just a lot of people. I don't think there was like a cap, so everyone just showed up. I don't think the organizers were ready for that many people. They did a good job managing it with what they had, so I thought like the overall event, at least something happened, at least we had a tournament, at least it wasn't like total chaos. But overall, I feel like if you were to do an event that big, you definitely need a bigger space. Yeah, so back to the original question, my favorite blading experience. Ooh, I don't know if I have one. Oh, okay, I think I have one. So this was in middle school. This was before Jake and I had a YouTube channel, Left Burst, before we made Left Burst. This is how I got Jake into Beyblades. We used to go to Pokemon League every Saturday, which Pokemon League, for those who don't know, it's like kind of a meetup. You meet up at like a library or like a card store, and you basically talk about Pokemon. You play Pokemon cards, you play Pokemon TCG, play the Pokemon video game. It's just like a hangout spot. And that's where I actually met Jake. I met Jake at Pokemon League. We became like really good friends. And one day, I just got really into Beyblade. So one day, instead of bringing Pokemon cards, I brought my Beyblades to Pokemon League. And Jake and I would just Beyblade battle in this corner. And it was so weird because people at Pokemon League, they're like nerds. They're like outcasts. But when you play Beyblade at Pokemon League, you're the outcast of the outcast. Like, they would start making fun of us. They're like, what are you doing playing Beyblades? That's such like... That's a children's toy. And I'm like, you're playing Pokemon. What's the difference? But yeah, so it's just kind of funny. But yeah, so that's how I got Jake into Beyblade. One thing I do remember is that the first time I showed him my Beyblades, I had 5. I had like Single-Air Valkyrie, Single-Air Spriggan, Single-Air Excalibur, Wyvern, and then Storm Spriggan, which was my favorite Beyblade. I thought it was so beautiful. And Jake comes up and he's like, wow, that Beyblade looks really nice. And I'm like, yeah, Storm Spriggan, that one's amazing. He's like, no, Excalibur. I'm like, oh my god, this is terrible. And I guess that's where our dynamic kind of came from.
So you guys didn't go to the same school?
No, we didn't go to the same school. We lived pretty far, like quite a journey, like a 30-minute drive.
Yeah, that's pretty far.
Yeah. It's really I guess it's really not that far. And then one day I had a sleepover at Jake's house, and he brought out all of his Metal Fight Beyblades because he actually had them. And I think that was the moment I hooked Jake on Beyblades, because we Beyblade battled all night. His poor parents.
Who's the coolest Beyblade character?
Me. Oh.
No, you're not a character.
I wish. I don't know why I was about to say Luffy. Luffy's not a Beyblade character.
Oh,
One
is
Piece
that?
is so good. I love One Piece. This is One Piece. No, it's just like a it's just a photo card. All right, Shu Kurenai. It's not even like a question. It's obviously Shu Kurenai. There's no better character.
So what is your favorite Burst anime season?
Favorite anime season is probably season 1 of Beyblade Burst. That was probably had the best story. It was really down to earth, and I really liked how they took the gimmicks in season 1 and kind of like incorporated that from like the toys to the show. For instance, like Valkyrie had the variable driver, and the variable driver like would wear out in like Awaken, and in real life it would do the same thing. Like the rubber would wear out, the Beyblade would go faster, but in the anime they took that to like the next level and stuff like that. And things like Spriggan's Unite driver being able to use like, counter break and stuff like that. I just thought that was so cool. Just like simple stuff like that. And then later seasons, they also did that. I think God did that fairly well. But once you get to like GT, Sparking, Dynamite, the things become like Ragnarok can summon a flaming tornado, and Ragnarok in real life cannot summon a flaming tornado. So I think that was my favorite part. Not yet. Coming soon. But I think that was my favorite part about Beyblade, was just the fact that they took these really cool simple like engineering feats in the normal tops and was able to translate that and make a story out of it in the anime. And we don't really get much of that. I mean, we do get that in the anime, but it's definitely a lot more exaggerated than it was in past seasons. So I definitely like season 1 the best.
Okay, favorite stadium?
There's only one answer. It's obviously the original Beyblade Burst standard stadium. The other stadiums are all trash.
Agreed.
Yes. Actually, I'll talk about the other ones for a little bit. I like the 3-person stadium Takara Tomy has. That one's cool. I never actually had, I think there was a 5-person stadium. The shipping to get that when it came out was like $100, and I was like, I'm not paying $100 shipping for like a giant stadium. There's also Hasbro stadium wise, I like this. I think they have the Pro Series stadium. That one's pretty good. It's basically like it's close to the Takara Tomy standard stadium, so that one's not bad. Yeah, I mean, Hasbro has really cool gimmick stadiums. I think the Avatar Attack Stadium was really cool. You could just like smash stuff. That was fun. And then there was the, I'm actually looking at it right now. I have my giant stadium from Spin Top Battle. That's really fun as well. But that's not an official Beyblade stadium, so I will not talk about that. All right.
Did you make it
my
yourself?
Favorite stadium. No. So there's this company called Spin Top Battle. They make the Beyblade, but for men. They make the giant Beyblade stadium. They're really cool. The creator's a really nice guy. He sent it to me for free, which was how generous of him. And he gave me free Beyblade ideas. He gave me free Beyblade videos. That's the best you can ask for. As a content creator, if someone gives you like things to make a video about, like make a good video about, then I don't know. There's nothing else you can ask for. It's amazing.
So what made you decide to start a YouTube channel?
I was a big Beyblade fan in middle school, of course. I was a huge Beyblade fan. I loved Beyblades. And of course, I would watch other content creators on YouTube. I would watch like Beyblade Geeks. I'd watch Illinuk. I'd watch Kevo. And I remember watching these guys and being like, oh, they make cool content, but honestly, I don't think they make the best content out there.
Yeah, like you can do it better. I know what you mean.
Exactly. I was like, I could do it better, which was kind of narcissistic of me because I definitely did not do it better when I started out. Now I think I'm actually doing it pretty well. Now I think that that Left Burst is like one of the best Beyblade channels out there. But definitely when I originally started, those videos were not good. And I have no idea how I was able to get an audience.
What's your absolute favorite video that you've made?
I think my favorite was, I really liked the latest video we made, the ranking of Dynamite Beyblades. I think my editor did a fantastic job editing it.
Yeah, he's really good.
Really well edited. Yeah, my editor Riley, he's amazing. It was funny because he originally like came on to the channel and he had like little editing experience. Like his editing wasn't the best, but like over time he just kept on improving and improving every single video until we got like videos like that, and that's amazing. And yeah, I really like the ending of that as well. Ending, spoilers for anyone who hasn't seen the video, but the
I haven't
top
seen it.
ranked. Okay, well, the top ranked Dynamite Beyblade was Ultimate Valkyrie, and it was really nice talking about Ultimate Valkyrie and its legacy on the whole series. So maybe that one, or also the 50 Beyblade challenges. That one was really fun to record. I think that came together. It had really good watch time, which meant people were watching it longer and were interested in the video as a whole. So I thought that video was really well done as well. So those are probably my two favorites. As you can tell, they're like recent videos because after I'd say like 3 months after making a video, I'm like, oh my god, that's garbage. I don't want to see that anymore. It's terrible.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
Yeah.
I'm like looking at things that I could improve.
Exactly. That's the grind mindset. So yeah, even like a year ago, I'll watch like a video from a year ago and I'll be like, wow, that was terrible. I don't know what I was doing. But yeah, so I'm probably most proud of those two videos.
How many editors do you have?
Oh, I have two editors. So I have Felix, he's my main editor. He's been editing for me since like the Cho-Z series. And then I have Riley. He is the guy that edits my fact videos. He does the discussion videos. And if you can tell, their editing style is fairly different. So you could probably tell which editor is editing which videos.
Okay, do you have any tips for new channels?
Yeah, I have a few tips for anyone who wants to become a Beyblade YouTuber. I guess my main tip is probably innovation. You always want to innovate. You don't want to be doing things that other people are doing. That's not how you grow on YouTube the way you grow on YouTube. I mean, actually, this is how you grow on YouTube. You find something. You find something and you tweak it a little bit. Give it your own spin.
Yep.
And you jump on the bandwagon. That's how you succeed on YouTube. But really, once you become bigger and you can start like doing bigger, better ideas, definitely go ahead, do those bigger, better ideas. But if you really want to get started, I'd say like there's nothing wrong with jumping on the bandwagon.
What do you think about abusing shorts to grow and then switching to full videos?
Is that what you did?
A little bit, yeah.
Then I think it's disgusting. I'm just joking.
Come on, man. Other channels abuse it more than I do.
I'm just teasing you, but sorry if that was a little personal, but yeah, I think that's at the time, like right now, YouTube is promoting shorts like no other. They're really trying to keep up with TikTok, so you could totally abuse the algorithm with shorts. Like you just upload a short and you get like 1K views no matter what, if it's like a well edited short. So I think in this day and age, I think shorts are the way to go, to be honest. To start with shorts and then maybe start dabbling into full-length videos. But the problem with shorts is that if you get used to shorts and actual full-length videos, they're two different like beasts. They're not the same. They're not going to correlate. So if you're really good at making shorts, I don't think you're going to be that good at making videos in that sense, like full-length videos. So it's definitely something like maybe make shorts, gain an audience, and then maybe make like a second channel and then start actually like putting out videos there and working on full-scale videos is probably what I would say. Sorry, I'm just looking at my Beyblade.
Who are your favorite Beyblade content creators?
Me. Oh, was that not the answer you're looking for? No, I'm just joking. I'm joking. Okay. Real talk. Favorite Beyblade YouTuber? I like Goob.
Yep.
I really like Goob. I think he puts out really good video ideas. His videos are original. They're fun. He is such a nice guy. Goob is like the nicest Beyblade YouTuber I know. So I like his videos. He's a nice guy off camera. Love you, Goob, if you're watching this.
He should drop out of college and continue YouTube full time.
Stay in school, kids. Stay in school. As you can see, I'm in college. So that's what I believe, at least. But yeah, I guess he doesn't upload that much anymore because he's in college. We were talking about that, I think, last year. We were both going to college. We're like, oh, we don't really know how we're going to do this, but we'll figure it out. Yeah, and I also I guess I like BBG. And of course, I like Beyblade Geeks.
No, you don't.
You're right. I don't like them. You've convinced me. How persuading of you. I don't actually watch them, but the ones I do watch, I like.
Here's a fun one. When did you realize that you were kind of internet famous, and how did that feel?
I still don't think I'm internet famous. No, I don't. It's so weird. So I meet people in college, and I'll tell them that I have a Beyblade YouTube channel with like 300,000 subscribers, and they're like, oh my god, you're famous. I know a famous person. And I'm like, I make Beyblade content. I'm not famous. Who knows a Beyblade YouTuber? Nobody knows who a Beyblade YouTuber is. So therefore, the thing is, like, I'm so isolated from my real life compared to like my YouTube life. They're so separate that I can't correlate the two. So I still haven't, I guess it still hasn't really registered that I'm famous, because I don't think I'm famous. I'm a normal college student. I go to college and I make Beyblade videos every now and then.
Have you ever been recognized in public?
Obviously, I've went to Beyblade tournaments. I don't think I have, mostly because I don't usually show my face all that much.
That's true.
But that'd be so cool if like a kid comes up to me and they're like, oh my god, are you left first? I'd be like, oh my god, how did you know? I would literally like give that kid a Beyblade on the spot. Like I'll always be carrying around a Beyblade and I'll be like, here, this is yours.
Who would win in a wrestling match, you or Jake?
Okay, so I'm an actual wrestler. I wrestled in high school.
Oh, okay.
So I would beat Jake. That's
kind of unfair, man.
It's a little unfair, but Jake does. I guess Jake is more muscular than me. Jake started going to the gym. I don't know what happened. Like he was never like this. He never went to the gym. He like wasn't a big fan of like sports. He wasn't like super athletic. Well, he did soccer like back in like middle school, but besides that, he didn't do sports. He never went to the gym. But all of a sudden, like last year, he became a gym monster. He started going to the gym every single day. His whole life revolved around the gym. He is like, I remember I went out to get pizza with him, and what he did was he just started eating the toppings off the pizza. And I was like, what are you doing? Why aren't you eating the actual like crust? He's like, oh, sorry, it's no carbs today. I'm like, what the heck?
Favorite anime?
It's not Beyblade. Definitely not Beyblade. Yeah, for sure. I really like season 1. Season 1 I was obsessed with. Season 2 I liked a lot. And then after, I'd say GT, it was like, I don't really care. I don't think I've watched a whole season of Beyblade after Chozy. That was the last season I've watched in full. But my favorite, I know, exposed. My favorite, oh wait, sorry, can I go back to the VTuber one? My favorite VTuber is Drago Galaxy. He's my favorite. All right, going back to this question. He's my favorite. How dare you? All right. Anyway, favorite anime. Tanaka-kun is always listless. That anime just makes me so happy. It's a slice of life anime. You need to watch it. Mob Psycho was pretty good. I loved Mob Psycho.
What is your most played video game?
Minecraft. No joke. Tens of thousands of hours in Minecraft. It's just like, there's so much to do. Like, you can just get lost in it. There's always like new things to try out, mods, servers, new survival world. You can always come back to it. You can play with friends. No, I haven't played it it's been like a year, but I'll pick it up every now and then. Animal Crossing, I have 300 hours in, I think. I really loved Animal Crossing. And then every Pokemon game, I usually put in like 200 hours. So yeah. I get addicted. I play it like a week straight and then I never touch it again.
That's how I do games.
Yeah. It's the best way to do it.
From Zelda, what do you do other than Beyblade and YouTube, or is that your whole existence?
I wish it was my whole existence. I go to college. I do that a lot. I used to rock climb a lot. I was a fairly good rock climber till I stopped going because I lost my rock climbing shoes and I was too cheap to buy new ones. That was the end of my rock climbing career.
So rocks in school. Okay. Cool.
Rocks in school. I have friends. Talk to them. We hang out every now and then. If I see them around.
I saw your friend on your live stream. That's fun.
Oh, Jerry. Yeah, I hate him. Thank you.
DG Volt, why is Cheeto so overpowered?
Because it can stain your Beyblades, which does more emotional damage than any gimmick can.
Alright, from Nami, what inspired the name Left Burst?
So when coming up with our name, we wanted to create a name that no one's taken before, like a totally original name. And the way we decided to do that was we were going to create a Gmail account, and if that Gmail wasn't taken, then it was an original name. Because like, good to go. Because like, if someone's had that name before, chances are they're probably going to make a Gmail account with it. So we tried, I think we did Phoenix Blader, that was taken. We really wanted to do something with a phoenix. We really liked Phoenix for some reason, because at the time, our mindset was like, we need a mascot for our channel. And our mascot is going to be a phoenix. Like, that'd be so cool. So we tried out a bunch of channel names. None of them worked until I came up with the idea Right Burst, which is so funny because now it's like a meme, like I'm going to become Right Burst. But that was actually the original name. The original name was Right Burst because I was thinking like, not like right as in right and left, but like you have a right. So like Right Burst. And I told Jake, I was like, Right Burst. And like I typed it in, I was like, it works. And Jake was like, no, Left Burst. And I was like, yeah, you're right, Left Burst. So that's how we came up with the name. Yeah. Then also Jake is left-handed, and you know, left-handed people, they're always so proud of being left-handed. So anytime he can put left in anything, it's like boom. So that's why. And at the time, Jake was like really iffy on joining the channel. Like he did not want to join the channel. It took a lot of convincing. So he was like Left Burst. I was like, you know what? If you'll join the channel, Left Burst it is. So that's how we got the name Left Burst.
From Diego Lego Stop Motion, what is your team in Pokemon Legends of Arceus?
I started out with Rowlet, of course, like one of the best starters. Yes, yeah, Hisuian. I love Hisuian Decidueye. I think he's really cool. Usually for the new games, I try to collect all new Pokemon. So my team was like Hisuian Decidueye. I got the new Ursaring evolution, Ursaluna. I had Sneasler on my team. I had Overquill. I don't remember the other two. Oh, I had Arcanine, the new Hisuian Arcanine, except he was so frail. He was like my worst member because he was a rock like fire type. So water moves killed him. It murdered him. So he wasn't really that great, but he was on my team.
What was your most disappointing Beyblade purchase?
I don't think I've ever been disappointed by a Beyblade. It's never been like, because usually again, because like I could only get so many Beyblades with like the amount of money I had, because I didn't have that much money as a middle schooler. Oh, true. I did purchase my first random booster was random booster volume. I think it was 5 with it was Quetzalcoatl was the prize Beyblade. I think I got Wyvern, Jerk, like Claw or something, and I was like, wow, I'm never using this Beyblade ever again.
Okay, from Days Dan Edits, where do you buy your bays these days?
So back when I was like, I'd say competitive with getting like the Beyblade unboxing out on time like everyone else, I would buy them from Amazon Japan just because that was the fastest way to get Beyblades. But nowadays I don't really care about that stuff because I'm not gonna beat Zenki, or I'm not gonna beat Drago Galaxy or Beyblade Geeks or whoever's making the Beyblade unboxings on time. And plus, like, if I were to rush out a video, it wouldn't be the same quality as my videos now. So I try to stray away from unboxings, which gives me a lot more time to actually get the Beyblades and wait for a good price, because before I'd be paying a lot for shipping. But now I can actually wait till like a US seller on eBay has it, so I usually just buy from eBay.
From Just a Person, do you have plans to expand out to other Lego VTubers besides Lego Bays?
I really like Lego Beyblades, or Lego Bays, so yeah, so probably not. If there's a good idea out there, I mean, I'm open to it.
It's been awesome interviewing a Beyblade legend. Any social media or projects you'd like to share?
I'm very flattered that you call me a Beyblade legend. Thank you so much. Thank you for giving me such a title that you've given nobody else. There's this one underrated Beyblade channel that I don't think many people know about, but they make really good content. I think you actually mentioned them in your VTuber tier list. They go by the name Beyblade Geeks. So yeah, go subscribe to them. Oh, also Drago Galaxy. Shout out to Drago Galaxy. Go subscribe to Drago Galaxy. Oh my god, how dare you.
That's the sound that Rowlet makes.